Okay, in this problem we're asked to sketch the following four functions. And to do this, we're going to be relying on, first of all, our knowledge of the 7 basic functions and also our knowledge of horizontal and vertical shifting. Now, what we know from this section is that anytime you have a function, like let's say the absolute value of x, we know what that looks like. It's a v. But when you add a number on the outside, plus 3, we know that that's going to correspond to a vertical shift. Since it's plus 3, that means it goes up by 3. So when we're asked to sketch this, this should be real quick and easy. First thing I'm going to do is draw the basic function that we should know, which is, I'm going to do it dotted here, the absolute value of x. That's this. Now we move that up 3. So we know that there's a point here at the origin. We move it up 3. 1, 2, 3. We put our new dot, and I'll do this one solid. Okay? So this one now represents this function. Okay? Absolute value shifted up 3. Now what's the difference between a and b? Well, it's still an absolute value function, so we still know it's a v, but because the 3 is being added inside the absolute value as opposed to outside, that's going to correspond to a horizontal shift. And horizontal shifts are opposite of what you would think. So I'm going to start off with our basic function. We know it's an absolute value. And now we shift it 3. But since it's a positive 3, horizontal shifts are opposite of what you would think. Instead of going to the right 3, we're going to go to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. That's our new central point. And now we can draw our v just from there. So that is the horizontal translation, and that's this function right there, the dark one. Okay, now this next one, same thing. We need to figure out what kind of shift it is. Well, we know the basic function is the square root function, which looks like that little arc. And then now we have minus 2. The minus 2 is outside the function, so that's going to be a vertical shift. In this case, minus 2 means down 2. So here's our basic function. Starts here. Okay, it goes like that. But we're going to take it and we're going to move that central point there down 2. And then we just kind of sketch it like that. So that's the translation by down 2. Our last one, again, we're going to start with our basic function, which we know is the square root, which looks like that. But now notice the minus 2 here is inside as opposed to outside. When it's inside the function, that means a horizontal shift, opposite of what you'd think. So instead of going negative 2, left 2, we actually go right 2. So we go 1, 2, and then we draw our central dot, and then boom. So that's it. Those are 4 examples of horizontal and vertical translations.